Yo, what's up? What's up, your boy Domuto. We're back with another video. Today, we're watching Unreal Gaming. Beyond Dragon Ball Super, Ultra Ego Vegeta trained under Beerus. Frieza's new counter plan revealed. Alright, man. Shit, man. Alright. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying this story more than the actual manga right now. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the manga reaction I did on Unreal Gaming, terrible. It was kind of boring. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait till next month's issue. So they start the actual arc. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's get into it.
As our story continues on Beerus' planet, with Ultra Ego Vegeta being shown trying to do his very best in doing what he can within his own ability.
I don't know if it's me. I think I'm becoming more of a Vegeta fan, man, than Goku. It's always been Goku. Gohan's still #1 on my book for Dragon Ball Z characters. But I think Vegeta might hit #2 for me, you know what I'm saying? Or #3. I don't know where I got Future Trunks at. I don't know. But yeah, man, I don't know. So sometimes maybe I'm just tired of Goku. Maybe too much Goku. I think, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, I'm glad I watched the Dragon Ball superhero movie, and I know the manga about to be focused more on the Z fighters. So let's get into it.
To nullify Beerus' Hakai, as Vegeta from there went on to tell Beerus, "I will not break. I'll show you." That's right, just like that, Vegeta, Beerus went on to shout. "Concentrate your energy, Vegeta. With how far you've come in mastering this power, you should have no problem condensing my Hakai ball and using it to your own advantage. Act on your instincts to conquer and destroy or be annihilated," he shouts. "Reverse and control it to your advantage," with Vegeta being shown slowly but surely shrinking down the Hakai by responding, "I will become the greatest to ever wield such power, to become the ultimate apprentice of the gods. This power will be mine," Vegeta shouts, as he was only from there shown finally now being able to completely crush down Beerus' Hakai within his own hands. But before Vegeta had assumed that this was over, that was when Beerus out of nowhere had gone in, dashing directly towards Vegeta by telling him, "Good job, Vegeta, but that was only step 1. Let's see how good your eyes are. Watch it now, or I just might knock you out again." As with Beerus from there being shown attempting to strike Vegeta, with Vegeta barely being able to get out of the way, we only then see how Beerus had gone on the offensive in attacking Vegeta from there by telling him, "Oh, very good, Vegeta. You're doing much better than when you did when I first started training you. But do you think you can win? Just because you've acquired the power of a destroyer doesn't mean that you can beat me, does it?" As with Vegeta now quickly being shown having to retaliate by striking Beerus, Beerus from there was quickly shown having to grab onto Vegeta's fist by asking, "Oh, feisty now, are we? Even your punches have gotten heavier." But let's not kid ourselves here, Beerus adds. "When it's all said and done, I am still far stronger than you." As with Beerus then quickly being shown having to uppercut Vegeta in the stomach, that's when Beerus went on to ask Vegeta, "What are you going to do? Are you going to grow through this pain, or will you fall to it?" he asks. As to Beerus' surprise, as we only then see how Vegeta had gone in latching onto Beerus' arm, that's when Vegeta went on to tell Beerus, "This pain you're putting me through, this feeling that I'm experiencing, it will only continue to make me even stronger." Surprised, Vegeta asks, "I'm not done, not by a long shot. All I can even think about is how to destroy you once I get my hands on you." "Yes, good, Vegeta," Beerus says. "That's exactly the attitude that I wanted to see come from within. But you're dreaming if you think you're going to destroy me," Beerus adds. "You can't even touch me, Saiyan." As the very moment Vegeta had then gone in attempting to backhand Beerus, we only then see how Beerus had gone in quickly leaping out of the way as Vegeta went on to shout, "We'll see about that. Damn you." "Oops, you missed," Beerus shouts. "Am I too fast for you or what? Come on now, try and catch me if you can. You've got me all fired up right now." But then, before Beerus could even finish, finish, that was when he was then shown crashing into a returning Whis as Whis went on to respond, "Whoops, oh, I'm sorry, Lord Beerus, I didn't even see you there for a moment." "Oh, you've got to be kidding me, Whis. You ruined it. I was just beginning to get all fired up and you ruined it. Stop doing that, damn it." To where in the meantime, with Vegeta then being shown powering back down and looking at his hands, that's when Vegeta went on to comment, "What incredible power. My body is so much more adjusted to using destruction than it ever was before. It almost feels as though every cell in my body is on fire and ready for battle," he says. "And each time I am able to feel some kind of pain, it's as though my body remembers it and absorbs it. I'm sure of it now, more than ever, just like how Kakarot is looking to evolve his Ultra Instinct, I too can evolve this God of Destruction power, and soon I will become the official apprentice of a destroyer. I can feel the power coursing through me like lava in a volcano," Vegeta says. "Lord Beerus' attacks are becoming less and less impactful and damaging to my body than they were before, which only means that with my body hardening through enduring tremendous amounts of punishment, it'll only be a matter of time before I virtually feel nothing and pain becomes a non-existing factor to me. It'll only be a matter of time for sure. Maybe I should have been the one who was selected to fight against the five mightiest in the multiverse instead of Kakarot. Like that, it's annoying to have someone interrupt you while you're in the middle of something, right, Lord Beerus? Kind of like how you interrupted Goku and Vegeta's push-up contest only to favor your own fighter instead. Ho-ho. Are you making stuff up?" Beerus went on to ask. "I have no idea what it is that you are talking about, Whis. But here's one thing that I do know as a fact." With Beerus going on to point out behind him, he then went on to continue, "And that's my fighter over there is a lot stronger and better than yours is. Vegeta here has displayed exceptional amounts of growth since training with me, so you can forget about having Goku exceed him, not while my name is attached to him, of course. Vegeta's been studying and training very hard to take his position next to me, so what makes you think Goku is any better? Vegeta, get over here," Beerus went on to shout. "Why don't you fill Whis here on how far you've come since training with me? Go on, tell him." "Well, you certainly aren't wrong, Lord Beerus," Whis went on to respond. "Vegeta's growth within such a short amount of time has truly been magnificent indeed, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Goku has actually grown leaps and bounds as well, more so than you may think actually. I can see the difference in every area Lord Beerus has been training you in, Vegeta," Whis says, "from your mind to your power to your style and your techniques, but I wouldn't rule Goku out of anything here either. There is much more to him than you see on the surface," with Vegeta having to ask, "Oh really now? Well, if that's the case, then where exactly is Kakarot now?" As speak of the devil in the meantime, with Goku now being shown having to teleport on Master Roshi's island, it would only now appear as though Goku was looking to speak with Master Roshi as Goku went on to comment, "Oh yeah, there we are. Phew, it's been a long time since I last dropped in on this island. I can sense Master Roshi's presence nearby. There he is. Hey there, Master Roshi, it's been a while. It's really good to see you again. What in the world, Goku? What are you doing here? Well, you sure do love popping up out of nowhere when someone least expects it, don't you? You'll never change. Your energy, Goku, it's strong. Really strong, actually. Well, at least I can see that you haven't missed a day of training." "Yeah, I've been a little busy lately, to say the least," Goku responds. "Whoa, wait a second. This wasn't here before. Goku, your tail. It's back. Since when? Aren't you worried about turning into one of those giant great apes again?" With Goku responding, not really. I'm going to be training my mind to resist the urge to lose control, but I actually came here for a bit of advice, since you're the best person to ask about this that I know of." "Advice, huh? You didn't happen to get yourself mixed into some trouble now, did you?" Roshi asks. "Well, nothing really surprises me anymore when it comes to you, so go on then. What can the old turtle hermit help you with, Goku? I'm listening." "Well, a year from now, I'm going to be entering an exhibition tournament against the 5 strongest warriors in the entire multiverse. I was given a year to do what I can to train under Whis, and I wanted to know which areas I need to solely focus on more that will give me the best chance in this battle. Wait, you are going to face off against the 5 strongest fighters in the multiverse? But how and why? You didn't happen to call these warriors out, did you, Goku? Don't lie to me. Well, I kind of wanted to meet them just to see, you know, who they are and what they'd be like, so I'd have a better idea of what I'm going up against, and, well, just before you know it, I was offered a chance to fight them, and I agreed. I've never felt power anywhere near like the ones I felt when meeting these guys, Goku says. Each of them with a very unique set of skills. Shapeshifters, assassins, reality manipulators, soul possessors, magicians. These are warriors that looked down on me even after showing them Ultra Instinct. Just referring to me as someone who was only using Ultra Instinct in its infant stages, so I wanted to know, since the rules allow for knockouts, ringouts, submission, or even death, how do you think I should go about this when I finally meet them a year from now, Master Roshi? Well, geez, Goku, I don't know. From the sound of it, it sounds to me that you're pretty much screwed, especially if they even laughed at the fact that you even showed them Ultra Instinct. So, who ranks as number 1 among these guys? With Goku responding, well, the strongest warrior among them all is actually the Grand Priest. And so from what I know, he's actually so powerful that not even the other 4 could do anything to best him. He was the one who actually trained those guys too, so I figured if I do somehow manage to get past the other guys, then this will be my most difficult challenge to date, likely ever, so I really don't know how far I can grow within the year, but I'm hoping it's enough to get me far enough to have a chance. Well, I hate to break this to you, Goku, but you're screwed, Master Roshi responds. If these guys are anything like what you've imagined, then multiply that 1,000,000 times over and that's what you'll be going up against, he says. Never underestimate what's in front of you. It's like I told you a long time ago. Power isn't everything in a fight, Goku, and it sounds like for this, you'll need to go into these battles with a sharper and smarter mind rather than hoping that you can overpower these guys. The need for certainty is the greatest disease that the mind faces, especially when doubt begins to settle its way in, Roshi says. You are sharp and wise, powerful and giving, Goku, but in my opinion, your greatest weapon in this fight will be your mind. Even if these warriors overwhelm you in power, are they still thinking better than you, he asks? Are they better aware of what's going on around them than you are? Remember, a smart fighter with the will to make sacrifices is stronger than a fighter who only acts through their power and nothing more. Judging from what you told me, Goku, I would focus more on how I can outsmart these warriors and get them out of the ring rather than try to knock them out, he says. Think of this battle as though you are playing a game of chess. You must always remain 10 steps ahead if you ever hope to win the game by the very end. I've watched you battle against the mightiest throughout the cosmos, Roshi adds, and even then you never gave up despite how strong your enemy was. You always kept fighting. This too will be your greatest asset because you may in fact have something that these warriors don't, and that is something that you are willing to fight for and protect, Roshi continues. Even when you're knocked down, I've watched you rise back up to meet the challenge and face it until the very end. That is what you will need to win, the willpower and the grit to keep pushing through even if the odds are stacked against you. You won't always be the strongest in a fight, Goku, but you sure can always be the smartest and toughest in order to see the fight through until the very end. Don't just focus on evolving your body, evolve your mind in the process as well. Both will serve more of a purpose than you think, with Goku responding, so do you think I should focus mainly on trying to ring them out rather than overpowering them? What about those who can possibly predict my movements and read my mind? With Roshi responding, then you'll just have to be 5 steps ahead and outsmart them before they outsmart you. Again, think of this as being a game of chess. Strategize and reinforce your approach before it is exposed in battle. Do not make the this solely about power and power only, Goku. That will be your greatest downfall if all you have to fall back on is your power and nothing more, with Goku responding, right, got it. Well, I think I know what I need to do now, but I just thought I'd hear it from you before anything. So thank you for that, teacher. I think I have a few ideas on what I need to do to better myself. As all the while within that very moment, we then see how Whis had gone in arriving on Master Roshi's island, as Whis went on to respond, "Ah, there you are, Goku." "Yo, hey Whis, just in time, huh?" "It's good to see you again, Whis. Thank you for coming," Roshi says. "It is both an honor and a pleasure to be here, Muten Roshi," Whis responds. "So I assume Goku here stopped by for a bit of wisdom before we take off?" "Oh, he did," Roshi responds, "and I made sure to give it to him like it is. He's lucky I'm not training with you, otherwise I would have taken those guys down all by myself." "Oh, I'm sure with your knowledge on fighting, you'd at least be level-headed compared to Goku." "Oh, well then now, it's time we resume our training," he says. "We have much to do, so it's better not to waste any time." As with Goku now being shown approaching Roshi and shaking his hand by now bidding his farewell, it was only from there where Goku went on to tell him, "Thank you so much for your wisdom, Master Roshi. I needed to hear that from you, and I think I know what I need to do now," with Roshi responding, "Remember, young man, your true power comes from within. It's what makes you who you are, and it's what you should use to drive you forward when the time comes. Don't just solely focus on growing your power, but also focus on growing your mind." "Well, whenever you're ready," Goku Whis says, "it's time we go." "Thank you again, Master Roshi. I think I have an idea of how to go about this. I won't let you down. Try and stay alive, Goku, would you?" Roshi says. As we only then take a look at seeing as to how Whis and Goku were shown having to leave Roshi's island, that's when Roshi went on to continue, "Well, good luck out there, Goku. Just please don't get yourself killed in the process. Ugh, my word. The top 5 strongest warriors across the entire multiverse. I sure hope you know what you're doing, Goku." "Hey, so Whis, where exactly are we going?" Goku asks. "What kind of training will we be going through first?" "We are actually going to a place where we won't be bothered or interrupted by anyone. Now, in terms of as to what," Whis says, "I will make sure to put both your mind and your body through several levels of training, some of which you may be aware of and others that you will never see coming. Remember what's on the line, especially with who you'll be facing." As we only then take a look in seeing as to where Whis was bringing Goku, that's when Goku went on to notice this by shouting, "Hey, I know that planet. That's that, Goku, will be our next training site until we advance onto the next stage," Whis cuts in. "We only have 334 days remaining, so we might as well make the most of every second," he says. As all a while in the meantime, as we then go back to Beerus' planet in seeing how Vegeta was once again training with Beerus, by no means was Vegeta's training shown having to be any easier, as Beerus was shown walking around Vegeta and telling him, "If there is one thing that you will need to remember, Vegeta, it is to always remain sharp even when you least expect for something to happen. A destroyer never sways away from the possibilities of an encounter happening at any time during any moment. Perhaps you are finally ready to be brought forth to the God Summit for approval," Beerus says, "or maybe I'm just making a mistake by training you. If a God of destruction were to take up an apprentice, then that apprentice can never besmirch their name, ever. Only those who have proven themselves to be worthy enough can walk among the path of the gods. Now tell me, Vegeta, are you worthy? Are you worth the effort in becoming my second and maybe, just maybe, if I wanted to, the first when my time as a destroyer is over? Are you worth the trouble? I guess we'll see as time goes on," he adds. "I told you a long time ago to always keep your mind solely focused on destruction. You failed to do this before. You will not fail me again. Now focus on where I'll be coming from next." As out of nowhere right then and there, Beerus was from there quickly shown attacking Vegeta, with Vegeta being shown having to block off Beerus' punch with his eyes closed. This itself upon impact had gone in impressing Beerus, as Beerus went on to respond, "Very good. That's the way, and don't you dare open your eyes either until I tell you to. Concentrate on my voice, Vegeta. Concentrate on my energy and presence. focus on where I may appear from next. A destroyer never gives himself away in creating any vulnerabilities, he says. You will always need to remain alert without giving yourself away to your enemy.
Damn.
To never expose any openings that may be used against you. Now tell me something. Are you leaving yourself wide open to be exploited? As once again, out of nowhere, Beerus had then gone and once again trying to attack Vegeta by kicking him, but with Vegeta once again being shown having to block off Beerus's kick with his eyes closed, we only then take a look in seeing as to how Vegeta's Hakai aura was once again beginning to glow as Vegeta went on to respond, I will not be treated like a child. I am worthy of standing on par with the gods. To where as soon as Beerus had then noticed exactly what was happening, that's when Beerus had gone and quickly backing away by asking, burn marks? Yes, a destructive barrier, just like that. Perfect. As Vegeta from there was now shown having to look at his hands, that's when Vegeta went on to comment, that surge of energy just now. The power that I felt burning inside of my heart felt as though it was seeping through my skin to protect me from your kick. And it felt as though it responded all on its own. Like this energy has a mind of its own with a mission to protect me. Now I see. Wait, where did it go? Vegeta asks. You're getting there, Vegeta, Beerus went on to respond by tapping him on the shoulder. I have no doubt that with a bit more training, you will be ready to go through the Destroyer's ritual. Now wake up, Beerus shouts. There is still much more that we need to do. But even then, all the while, when going back to both Cooler and Frieza, we only then see how both Frieza and Cooler seem to be staring at the serums that are nearly completed as Frieza went on to comment, the serum is almost complete, Cooler. Soon we will have all that we need to destroy those Saiyans and rule over each of the 12 universes with an iron fist and untouchable power. Good, Cooler says. I can't wait to meet those Saiyans and tear them apart when I do. But then, to the surprise of both Cooler and Frieza, one of their soldiers had gone and walking inside of their headquarters by responding, my deepest apologies to you both for this sudden intrusion, Lord Frieza and Lord Cooler, but I brought you something which I believe will be very useful to the both of you against these Saiyans. And what could you have possibly had found that may be of great use to us against those Saiyans, Kanasan? This better be good, Frieza says, as the Kanasan soldier went on to respond, I may actually have an answer to your problem surrounding that Saiyan named Goku, he says. Since bringing it up, I remember you mentioning how this Goku was able to instantaneously move his body without thinking, almost as though he appeared to be standing in place, but in reality, he was in fact so fast that you were barely able to see him. Is that correct, my lord? That power you said that was called Ultra Instinct. Yes, I remember explaining that to you, but what of it, Frieza asks. Have you and your men discovered something that I am unaware of? This Ultra Instinct, Cooler says, is that silver-haired form you showed me in the lab, isn't it? That's right, Frieza responds, the power that filthy monkey gained during the Tournament of Power. Well, my lord, the Kanasan soldier says, I may have a counter solution to your Ultra Instinct problem. You see, my species possesses a very special gift, the gift of foresight, which gives us the ability to see into the future, he says. This power can actually allow for us to look 3 minutes into the future, though the stronger the user, the farther they can see into the future, he adds. This, I believe, will no doubt allow for you to predict where and what the Saiyan will do next and stop him before he has the chance to do it. And since both you and Lord Cooler are much stronger than I'll ever be, the extension for how far the two of you can see into the future would be limitless, and therefore would help you stop this Saiyan dead in his tracks, with Frieza responding, the ability to see into the future as a way to counter Goku's Ultra Instinct, you say? Yes. But of course, with that kind of power, there would be no way for that monkey to see where I'd be coming from, nor how I was able to counter his attacks. With Ultra Instinct, he is too powerful and dangerous to fight head-on. This would certainly throw him off his game and create the opening that we would need to break him down and take his life away. But how would we be able to access and gain such abilities, Frieza asks. You've piqued my interest, Kanasan. Now how could my brother and I obtain such power that you speak of? And how do we know it'll work for sure, Cooler asks, with the Kanasan soldier responding, I I can assure you both that this will work without failure. I went and had my DNA and blood stored in this, Lord Frieza. Our top scientists have genetically engineered my DNA into making sure that once this goes into your bloodstreams, you will be able to access this ability a few moments upon injection. And to access this power, the Kanasan says, all you would need to do is calm your mind and close your eyes. There, you will see visions of the very thing you want to see in the future. You truly outdid yourself here, Kanasan, Frieza went on to add. Thank you for your undying loyalty to me. This here will be of most use to us indeed. You served me well. It's just too bad, Frieza adds. With knowledge such as this lying around, I can't keep you around long enough for the risk of having someone steal your blood in order to do the same, he responds. Thank you so much for your services. As Frieza was only from there shown death beaming the Kanasan through the heart, and even going as far as to show no empathy or mercy for his own men, that's when Frieza went on to continue to see into the future, huh? So, Goku, it would seem as though your Ultra Instinct can be countered after all. Wonderful. Another little gem to add and mix into our collection of gems inside of that serum. Just you wait, Saiyans. I can assure you all that the pain and torture that you will face will only be just the beginning. As with Frieza only then shown sinisterly smiling, it was only right then and there during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of the top 5 strongest warriors in the multiverse manga chapter number 12 special then comes to a close. Now this is bad for our heroes only because now we understand that thus far both Frieza and Cooler have been building towards creating a very, very powerful serum that is...
they got a serum trying just to be Goku. Cooler and Frieza are wild. Just to be Goku, that's wild. They need to calm down, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But anyway, man, you like my reaction, shout out to Unreally Gaming. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.